Okay, before I start my video, I just want to give you this caveat. I am a medical professional. I am not giving you advice, medical advice, as to what to do, how to do it. I just know from my own research and with this medication what it does in my body, what vitamins or supplements that I want to take to kind of coincide with this treatment. But I don't recommend that you do the same thing as me. I definitely recommend that you talk to your doctor and get on a plan with them and decide what's best for your body, what's best for the lab work that you have. If you have any deficiencies somewhere, then you need to take care of what you need for your body. But don't go by what I'm doing for my body. I'm just documenting my journey. So that being said, yes, I am a registered nurse, and I'm kind of familiar with the body. I have a bachelor's degree in the science of my body, the body. So, but again, I'm not giving advice here, medical advice. I'm just documenting my journey. Okay, now let's get on with this video. Good morning. I just wanted to come on here and talk to you about like a midweek, week 1 update on how it's going with Ozempic. So I have some notes in front of me, so if I look down, it's because I'm reading those, but I just wanted to like chronicleize and let you be aware of this journey. What I've noticed in the community with YouTube is that there's not a lot of like updates. You know, there's the week 1 update, week 2 update, and that's fine. But I just kind of wanted to come on here and give you a midweek update. I would do it daily, but I think that's a little too much. So, I gave myself a proper injection on Friday, November 12th. And throughout that day, I didn't really feel any side effects. I didn't know how quickly it would work. I know it's a injection sub-Q or subcutaneously that I'm giving to myself in my abdomen. And so I didn't know how long it would take kind of to work its way through my system. But so I did do a weigh-in that day. My highest weight, it has been 203 pounds so far. And I noticed that I was feeling heavy, puffy, bloated. I had finished TMI, I'm sorry, ahead of time, but I had finished my menstrual cycle the week before, or even a couple days prior. And so I was like, okay, this is how I usually feel afterwards. Towards the end of the night, I did feel like a little bit of upset stomach, but I don't know if that's because I had felt it throughout the day and that it wasn't until the night when I was starting to settle down that I started noticing anything. But it wasn't a deal breaker. It was totally doable, and it was just something I noticed like offhand. It wasn't even like anything that was irritating me or bothering me. So then, however, that was the beginning of not so well getting sleep night. So I kind of toss and turn at night. It took me longer to fall asleep that night than normal. Normally my head hits the pillow when it's time to fall asleep, I'm out. But it did take a little longer to fall asleep that first night. Then day 2, which was Saturday, today's Monday, so Saturday, I noticed that I had not necessarily a lot of energy, but I wasn't like sitting there focused on what am I going to eat next, what am I going to eat, am I even hungry, you know, like the desire to be hungry or hunger signals were not being sent to my brain, which wasn't a bad thing. Like, I think overnight, as I wake up the next morning, I'm ready to eat breakfast, so I still made myself my granola, my yogurt, and my protein coffee, and ate that, which delivers a lot of protein. And so then throughout the day, I was like hardcore getting things done around my house. Like, I had my organizing project that I wanted to get done in my pantries, and so I was focused on that, like laser vision focused on it. So I didn't even think to eat. It didn't even pop up into my mind. My husband went to go get himself something to eat at Subway, and he asked if I was hungry for anything, and I was like, no. Plus, we have a lot of leftovers in our house, so I was like, I'll just eat my leftovers. But I really wasn't hungry. So then after I had finally completed like a majority of the project of organizing, I went into my fridge and I saw that I had a cut up apple, carameled apple. That's one of my favorite fall time treats. And so I grabbed that out of the fridge and ate the apple and then proceeded to continue on with my work of organizing. So it wasn't even like, I just don't know. I wasn't even really hungry for it, but I'm like, I better eat. I don't want it to get to a point where I'm shaky or have low blood sugar. I did check my blood sugar that night because I have a machine and I have Lancets, and I just want to make sure that I don't get to a point where anything is out of control or not good. And that was a normal reading, so everything was fine there. So then I decided, okay, well, when all of my project was done, and it was a late supper, probably after 7 p.m., I decided, okay, I'll have a bowl of leftover beef stroganoff that we had in the fridge. And it probably amounted to be about a cup worth, maybe a little more than a cup's worth. But that was it. That was all I ate for the day. What I noticed in the morning, on Saturday morning, was that when I woke up, I had bad breath. More so than your normal dragon morning breath. Like, just even more so that I could tell. So I am noticing there's a change there. And then I noticed that it's taking longer for like gas to pass through. Like I am having more gas, both burping and the other end farting. But I just, I noticed that night I was having issues falling asleep again or sleeping all the way through the night. I think I woke up at like 2 in the morning, went to the bathroom, kind of pasting, was ready to wake up for the day, but then I'm like, it's only 2 a.m., so I went back to bed, or tried my best to. So kind of broken sleep through Saturday night too. Sunday, just for the fun of it, I jumped on the scale. My weight was 199.8. So that was like more than a 3-pound loss within the 2 days. And again, more morning breath that wasn't so great. There is some, feeling energetic. I was able, I jumped on a, kind of like I was making a space in our garage for my husband's hunting gear. And while I was in there, I started winterizing the garage, like just started putting things away where they need to go, organizing, getting my decorations from fall to kind of into winter. And my husband even came out and said, "Are you nesting?" And I'm like, "No, but I just want to clean, and I have the ability to get it all done." So for that morning, I was all out of my yogurt, so I ate 2 eggs, one that was egg white and one was a full egg, scrambled on top of a turkey sausage and a bagel thin, that's like 100 calories, and a slice of cheese. I had that with my coffee, protein coffee. Let's see here. For lunch, I think I had another carameled apple. And then for supper, so after I did all of that organizing in the garage, then I thought, no, I'm just going to take it easy and relax the rest of the day. So I didn't do really anything. I worked on my nails. We watched football, football Sunday. And that was really it. And so then for dinner, my husband made a frozen pizza. It was lots of matzah, cheese, and I ended up having 3 slices. There was an actual 4th slice, but I threw it out. I didn't even save it. I just threw it out. I'm like, I'm not really hungry for it. And I know myself, I would eat it because I like the taste of pizza, but I'm not hungry for it. Again, the meal that I ate was after 7 p.m. And then like right as I'm laying down in bed, ready to try to fall asleep closer to 10, I had myself 2 chocolate chip cookies. I know it sounds terrible, like my diet's bad, but it's not. It's just that was something that I had a craving for, or a hankering for. So I decided to have it. Big mistake. So last night was the first night where I can actually say that I was like ill to my stomach. Like it's that feeling like you have a rock or a pit in your stomach and it doesn't feel good. And I was like, well, should I just throw up? You know, like I could see how a person would throw up. Maybe that would feel better. And then bloated, full of gas. I could feel heartburn. And then I was like, very difficult to find a position to get comfortable and to fall asleep in. Very hard to fall asleep again. So I was like, one of the precious things in my life is my sleep. I hate to feel like that's forever going to be disrupted for me. But yeah, so those were the type of things. And then it wasn't until after I passed gas that I started feeling better. And then as the meal was slowly digesting, it was feeling better. I think because this medication kind of delays the digestion process, that's kind of where the fullness comes in. And I do feel full throughout the day too. Anyways, so tonight I plan to, because I didn't even fall asleep till closer to 1 a.m. So tonight, the goal is to not eat anything after 6 p.m. to allow myself to have the proper time to digest and not feel over full. And hopefully that will help the GERD at night. So a couple supplements that I've started taking, magnesium and vitamin D3. These were kind of some of the things I had seen from a couple other folks here on the YouTube community, that their provider actually encouraged them to start taking like some supplements to go with it. Drinking lots of water. I even have a thirst or a crave for water, which is not necessarily new, but more enhanced, and I'm not, and it's a great thing. I want to go in that direction. I actually want to drink more water. I have started some calcium, like Tums before bed, just 2. There's 750 milligram tablets, so it's at 1500 milligrams. And the only reason why is, again, I'm not eating as much food, and I don't want any of my electrolytes or nutrients to be offset. So just making sure that I have all of the basic ones that I want to make sure that I'm getting in. And let me, I think I'll save this next piece of advice for the beginning of my video. But nonetheless, yeah, I just wanted to give you that midweek update. I hope you guys are all doing great. So far, so good. I weighed in this morning. I'm down like 1.2 pounds again, so 198.6. It's really weird to see that scale move after not seeing it move for so dang long. So it's a good thing. I just hope that I can keep making strides in the right direction. Okay. I'll come back on here, I think, when I'm giving my second week injection, which will be Friday. We'll talk to you later. Bye.